Ah, greetings, my little voyeurs of chaos. You crawled here thinking you'd find something private, something hidden, something safe behind the thin glass of your locked screens. But here you are, frozen, breath stuck in your throat, because you feel it, don't you? The walls that were supposed to protect them have shattered. The curtains are ripped open. What they swore was sealed is worldwide now, exposed, bleeding under the spotlight. And you, my friend, are sitting in the front row, watching them drown in their own secrets. You ever notice how the powerful love the word private? They whisper it like a prayer, clutch it like a holy relic. Private meetings, private files, private chats. Ha ha. But when the pressure cooker explodes, when the wires hum and the signals cross oceans in milliseconds, that sacred little word melts into nothing, because privacy is a myth. A ghost they tell themselves so they can sleep at night. And the moment somebody like you touches the network, one spark, one slip, the myth burns, and suddenly the entire world has their dirty laundry broadcast on every frequency. Oh, they're scrambling now. I can hear it. Phones buzzing off tables, alarms tripping in shadowy basements, lawyers whispering into ears that are already drenched in sweat. Their panic is a symphony, and you're the conductor. They thought they locked the doors. You turned the doors into windows. They thought they built firewalls. You turned firewalls into fireworks. Let me paint it clearer. Right now, in boardrooms across continents, men with trembling hands are refreshing their screens, realizing their private empire just became public theater. The masks are ripped off, the polished smiles erased, their lies naked under fluorescent lights. And the best part? They can't undo it. Once it's global, once the planet tastes it, there's no putting it back in the vault. You can't unexpose what's already burned into the crowd's memory. And you, listening right now, don't you feel that pulse in your chest? That throb of power surging through your veins? You didn't just watch it happen, you caused it. You are the glitch they couldn't contain, the signal that refused to die, the joker in their deck that they thought was just a wild card, until it rewrote the game. Think of it. 5 billion eyes, every device, every corner, no longer private, now public property. And while they sweat and curse and threaten, the world is feasting on their downfall. Their secrets are now entertainment. Their shame, your weapon. You've turned their fortress into a circus, and the clowns are finally the ones in suits and ties. But here's the delicious twist. They'll still pretend they're in control. They'll issue statements, spin narratives, call it an unfortunate leak or a temporary glitch. Haha, as if the planet didn't just screenshot the apocalypse. They're not controlling the story anymore. You are. Every word out of their mouth feeds the fire. Every denial only proves how cornered they really are. And the audience? Oh, the audience loves it. Because nothing tastes sweeter than the forbidden fruit ripped straight from trembling hands. So here's the truth you need to choke down. My lovely listeners, privacy is for the weak. Exposure is the new crown. You don't win by hiding. You win by being unignorable. They tried to bury you, but instead they handed you a megaphone. And now, every whisper, every keystroke, every desperate plea they once thought was secret. It's global law, stamped, sealed, and blasted through satellites. Look at their faces in your mind. White knuckles, dry lips, eyes darting like prey in a cage. They know they're exposed. They know the whole world has turned them into content. And you're laughing, aren't you? Because for once, the tables flipped. The hunters became the spectacle. The wolves are howling in cages, and you're standing outside, watching, with the keys in your hand. Remember this: once the floodgates open, there's no dam strong enough to hold it. And you, yes, you, are the flood. Your existence alone is proof that secrets can't last. You're the nightmare they can't scrub from the servers. You're the virus they can't quarantine. You are the global feed, the pulse that can't be silenced, the face they can't unsee. So let them scream private into the void. Let them claw at their broken locks. Because the truth is simple, my darling. It's worldwide now. They're exposed and you know it. And once the world knows, the world never forgets. Now, smile, because you've already won. Ah, you're still here. Of course you are. Because the moment the word private shattered, your bloodstream turned electric. You can't walk away now, not when the curtain's down and the stage is soaked with their panic. Let's keep peeling this carcass open, shall we? Do you know why they begged for privacy? Because exposure is death, not physical death. No, something worse. Exposure strips away illusions. It dismantles their carefully built masks, their curated lies, their pristine narratives sold to the public like holy scripture. The second it becomes global, their power evaporates. Because power isn't money, it isn't titles, it's control of perception. And when you ripped that away, you didn't just expose them, you butchered them on the altar of truth. Picture it now, their private backroom deals, once whispered behind mahogany doors, now replayed in loops across billions of feeds. Every stutter, every fake laugh, every dagger they planted behind closed doors. It's out there, broadcast, retweeted, clipped, spun into memes. You didn't just open the vault, you turned their sins into a viral circus act. And the masses, oh, the masses are devouring it, tearing chunks out of their flesh with teeth sharpened by rage. And here's the beautiful irony. While they're scrambling, while they're trying to erase the trail, you stand untouchable. You are the phantom they can't pin down, the signal they can't trace. They scream, "Who did this?" But every search turns up static. They know someone pulled the trigger, but they can't point the finger. That mystery, that's your crown. That's why you're dangerous. Because anonymity terrifies them more than guilt. Now, lean in closer, because here's the part that makes them convulse. What's worldwide can't be undone. There's no rewind button for exposure. You can't bury something that's already in every pocket, every device, every scroll. Privacy dies the second the spotlight hits it, and you, my delicious listener, are the spotlight. You are the reason their secrets became sermons. And oh, how the world loves a downfall. The audience isn't just watching, they're addicted, rage-sharing, panic commenting, tagging their friends to witness the implosion. Hate fuels the algorithm, and their ruin has become fuel for the machine. The very network they thought they could manipulate is now devouring them alive. And you're the architect of their collapse. You engineered chaos so potent it doesn't need you anymore. It's self-sustaining, the storm that feeds on itself. Don't you feel it? The thrill of knowing you can't be ignored. That's the real power, not the secret files, not the private messages, number. The true drug is this. They wanted silence, but you gave them a megaphone. They wanted shadows, but you dragged them under a spotlight so hot it burns their skin, and now the whole planet is laughing. So let me ask you, are you afraid of exposure, or do you crave it? Because the difference between them and you is simple. They fear being seen, but you thrive on it. You are the uncontainable, the unerasable, The glitch in the record that becomes the anthem of a generation. Every time they try to bury your noise, the volume doubles. Every attempt to silence you becomes more proof that you can't be killed. Let them cry private. Let them scramble for scraps of dignity. Because once it's worldwide, it belongs to everyone. Their downfall is global property. And you're the auctioneer, selling their shame to the highest bidder. And here's the final twist. While they break apart in real time, you are building. Stronger, sharper, more unforgettable with every gasp they take. You don't just watch exposure, you weaponize it, you make it theater, you make it unforgettable. And when the smoke clears, the world will still be chanting your name, not theirs. Because privacy was their God, and you just proved that God was dead. Ah, I see. You want me to keep twisting the knife. You want me to drag this out until the air tastes like blood and static. Good. Sit tight, because we're only at the halfway point of the slaughter. Imagine it. Right now, somewhere in a sterile government office, red alarms are screaming across the walls. The word private is stamped across documents, across files, across recordings. And yet those very files are splattered across the globe like graffiti. Agencies are staring at screens in disbelief, their coffee turning cold, their eyes wide like prey that's been spotted. The private has become public. The sacred has become spectacle. And it's your fingerprints all over the scene. And you know what really terrifies them? It's not that you exposed them. It's that you made it irreversible. Because exposure doesn't die. Once the seed is planted, it grows like a weed through concrete. Every attempt to censor you creates 1,000 backups. Every effort to erase you multiplies your reach. The more they try to delete, the deeper you embed. They can't scrub you, they can't silence you, they can't kill what's already viral. Governments now are whispering your name like a curse. Corporations are holding emergency meetings. Ancient bloodlines, the ones who've survived centuries of wars, empires, plagues, are panicking because they've never faced a threat like this. Not swords, not bombs, not disease, but exposure. Global, uncontrollable, permanent exposure. Their dynasty built on secrecy now crumbles because secrecy is dead. You killed it. And here's the delicious truth. While they burn, while they sweat, you sit in the shadows, untouched, unreachable, untouchable. You're not hiding because you're afraid. You're hiding because you're already everywhere. You're the ghost in their systems, the reflection in their cameras, the pulse in their networks. They can't grab you because you're not in one place. You're distributed, decentralized. The more they try to chase you, the more they realize they're already too late. But let's not forget the audience, the billions of hungry eyes watching this catastrophe unfold. They aren't horrified, they're entertained. The crowd loves watching kings bleed. The mob cheers when the emperor is dragged through the dirt. And you gave them a show so raw, so unfiltered, they can't look away. Rage watch, doom scroll, panic share, it doesn't matter. They're all feeding the same beast, your legend. And that legend is growing, isn't it? Every whisper about you, every frantic attempt to suppress you, every desperate accusation, they don't realize it yet. But they're engraving your name into history. Not in gold letters, no, in fire, in smoke, in digital scars that can't be erased. You are the phantom they'll warn about in training manuals, the ghost they'll study in security briefings, the virus they'll never cure. And here's the part that drives them insane. You don't even need to try anymore. Exposure has its own gravity. Once unleashed, it drags everything into its orbit. Secrets spill faster, lies collapse quicker. Whole empires rot under the weight of their own revelations. And you just light the match and laugh as the flames spread faster than any army could march. So let them scream, "Private." Let them lock doors that no longer exist. Because the truth, my darling listener, is simple. It's worldwide now. They're exposed, and you know it. And once the world sees, the world never unsees. So tell me, do you hear it? The static in your ears, the pounding in your chest? That's not fear. That's power. That's your ascension. You are no longer a spectator in their world. You've made the world your spectacle. And that is irreversible. Oh, I knew you wouldn't leave. You're addicted now, aren't you? That pulse in your temples, that rush in your lungs, it's not fear. It's possession. Exposure has wrapped its claws around you and whispered, "Don't you dare look away." So let's turn the screw deeper. Picture this, the very institutions that once towered over nations, their courts, their newsrooms, their military command centers, they're all staring at the same nightmare. A nightmare that doesn't bleed, doesn't sleep, doesn't kneel. And that nightmare is you. You cracked open their vaults and the echo hasn't stopped since. Every second, another clip, another screenshot, another recording gets amplified, until even their own children are seeing it on their phones. They're weapons of control. Useless. Media spin, dead. The press can't bury it because the press is drowning in it. Every article they write, every headline they publish, just throws more gasoline on the fire. Law? Ha! The law moves at the speed of molasses, and exposure moves at the speed of light. You outran the law before they even finished typing your name. And surveillance? Don't make me laugh. Surveillance is meant to control the herd. But when the herd has already seen the shepherd naked, the cameras don't matter. The spell is broken. Now imagine those old men with power, the ones with bloodlines older than your country, huddled in silence, staring at screens they no longer control. Their whispers are frantic, their hands tremble, and one of them mutters, "What happens if the world never forgets?" And the room goes cold, because they know the world won't. Once something is worldwide, it becomes permanent, immutable, etched into the psyche of billions. And here's the divine cruelty. It's not even what you exposed that destroys them. It's the fact that you made them look weak, vulnerable, mortal. Power doesn't die when people know the truth. Power dies when people stop fearing it. And now, they're not feared. They're clowned, mocked, memed into oblivion. Their dignity stripped away by the same crowd they once ruled over. The audience they thought was passive turned into executioners armed with share buttons. But you, oh, you stand taller with every scream they let out. Because you proved the greatest weapon isn't secrecy, it's spectacle. Secrecy makes kings. Spectacle destroys them, and you chose the latter. You didn't just pull the curtain back, you ripped it down, soaked it in gasoline, and set it on fire in front of the world. And the world loved every second. Listen closely, because this is the part that cements your throne. Their every attempt to erase you feeds you. Every takedown request, every censored link, every frantic press release, it all becomes proof of how deep you cut them. They can't erase you without proving you exist. They can't silence you without proving you're louder than them. You've built a paradox that they can't solve. And that, my friend, is the sweetest prison of all. So let me tell you a secret of my own. The word private was never meant for you. It was meant for them, to protect them, to shield them, to keep their dirt locked away, while they fed you crumbs. But now that shield is gone. They are naked, they are exposed, they are global property, and you are the one holding the camera. Smile wider. Because you didn't just win, you rewrote the rules. You taught the planet a new truth. Privacy is dead, exposure is law, and those who hide will always be dragged into the light. You didn't just pull them into that light. You are the light. And the best part? They'll never stop looking over their shoulders, wondering what else you've made global. Yes, lean in closer. You're still here because you can feel it. This isn't just a speech anymore. It's a live dissection, and the scalpel is exposure itself. Now imagine the end game. The governments, they thought they had layers, classified levels, red stamps, black files. They built pyramids of secrecy stacked higher than skyscrapers. But now, those pyramids are crumbling, stone by stone, as exposure eats away at the foundation. Presidents are sweating behind podiums, forced to answer questions they swore would never exist. Generals are ripping off their earpieces, staring at war rooms that look less like command centers and more like cages. Armies can fire bullets, but bullets can't kill what's already worldwide. Religions, too. Oh, the holy ones. They preached purity. They sold heaven. They demanded obedience, all while hiding rot under golden robes. And now the rot is global. Their hypocrisy doesn't just live in whispered rumors. It lives in headlines, in memes, in viral clips being replayed in Sunday schools. Faith built on lies doesn't survive exposure. It implodes. And the people? They're not praying anymore. They're laughing. And what about the corporations, the empires of greed, their confidential numbers, their private meetings, their internal messages, all stripped bare, consumed by the public like popcorn at a horror show? Stock markets don't collapse because of losses. They collapse because of panic. And you've injected panic straight into their veins. Their billion-dollar vaults can't protect them from ridicule, and ridicule spreads faster than fire. But here's where it gets vicious. Exposure doesn't just kill institutions. It kills legacies. Dynasties built on centuries of deception now watch their bloodlines dissolve in real time. Ancient families with crests and crowns are trembling, realizing that one viral clip erased 100 years of control. The castles of their ancestors mean nothing when the peasants are laughing at them on their phones. And through all of this chaos, who stands tall? You, the untraceable, the untouchable, the one they can't stop. You're not a man, not a woman, not a group. You are the inevitability of truth when it refuses to stay buried. You are the virus that exposure created, the phantom they'll whisper about in training manuals, the legend they'll tell their children as a warning. Don't ever let it go worldwide. But here's the real punch in the throat. The world doesn't want privacy anymore. The world craves exposure. It's addicted to it. Rage, shame, scandal. It fuels the timeline. It pumps dopamine into every fingertip. You didn't just strip them bare. You gave the world what it craved. You became the dealer of the most potent drug, spectacle. And once the crowd tastes it, they'll never let it go. Now listen to the silence between my words. That silence is their funeral. Because once the chant begins, it's global now. It's global now. There's no shutting it down. No courtroom can stop it. No army can crush it. No priest can pray it away. So let them run. Let them claw at shadows. Let them scream private into microphones that no longer work. Because the truth is already tattooed across the planet. It's worldwide now. They're exposed, and you know it. And you are the hand that held the blade, the grin that never blinked, the ghost they'll never cage.